One of the great things about working for Carnival is all the different positions we have on board. We have automation, backstage, lights, sound, and video. And all these positions come together. We work very hard to create these multi-million-dollar shows that are put on board.
My role on the ship is really interesting. There's about 10 lounges, musical lounges, and it's very different every night. Some nights, you're working with a live band, other nights you're working with very successful comedians.
Our audio technicians for our playlist production, we now have 8 singers on board that they will be mixing live front of house mix, but they also mix, we have the in-ear monitors for our singers as well.
I do enjoy working with the musicians and the singers and the production shows. The bands are always a lot of fun. You definitely learn to deal with the performer personality type. They're definitely unique people.
The equipment I get to work with here is much better than what I've worked with before. We have nearly 100 moving lights here, whereas before I've used, I think 30 was the max before this, so the lighting rig is definitely an improvement from what I've done before. Being at Carnival, I've been able to learn how to use and operate and detonate pyrotechnics in the shows.
The shows now are more high-tech, as you would say. It's comparable to what you would see in Vegas or Broadway. You have the LED screens. Everything is very modern, very up-to-date.
Our automation systems, we have multiple drops throughout, and basically you're running these drops throughout the shows. Our automation is different from our backstage position, where you tend to deal more with machinery and computers, where backstage deals with the floor.
In terms of the cast, the performers, for the automation technician, for the stage crew, I essentially give the clear for when things are about to move, as well as if things are safe to move. And I also need to make sure that the stage crew do what they're supposed to do in the correct timings, and that the cast are in place and everything runs safely.
When I was working on land, I operated a single purchase fly system. Here I just get to push a button and it moves for me. It's fantastic. Definitely my time spent with Carnival, I have learned more about the equipment that I use. There is a very good network of management, so if you face or encounter a problem that you're not familiar with, they will help you and guide you along, and at the end of it, you're more knowledgeable about the equipment.
Being a video technician on board a ship is very unique. We have the job of tying together the communications and the entertainment. I don't think there is a better position in the industry. Here we do everything from broadcasting live performances to the ship's television network to technical management of all the satellite systems on board. Our job may start with a morning television show, but it does not stop there. We're responsible for every video screen on board. Each and every lounge has some kind of a screen or a video content playing or sports game on TVs, and we're responsible for making sure it all works. Digital signage screens, video playing in the lounges, movies on decks. We have a huge LED screen on most of our ships, which is pretty cool. I've learned so much since my first contract. I think about the guys that I used to work with back home. Some of them are working at local television stations, some of them are shooting weddings or working as technicians in theaters. I do all of that right here while traveling the world.